you ever thought about what might happen if buildings had feelings? Well, guys, on today's episode of Mumbles, I'm going to let you have some time to think about just that idea when we review a new game called Buildings Have Feelings Too, coming up next on Mumbles. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Mumbles. In today's episode of Mumbles, I'm reviewing this. This, my friends, is Buildings Have Feelings Too. Imagine a city where buildings can walk and talk to each other. Each one has its own aspirations, hopes, and fears. Most of the time, they are just trying to get along with each other and make it through the day. Grow your city into a bustling metropolis central with an array of shops, offices, entertainment facilities, and amenities to help your buildings thrive or risk them being demolished forever. Guys, this game at the time of launch is available for a price of $19.99. And guys, that is what we are reviewing today. Buildings Have Feelings Too. This is a puzzle / strategic management game that will put you to the test and make you think, which is something Mumbles isn't always good at. But guys, one thing that I am good at is asking for support. Oh! If you have not already, please do subscribe to the channel, ring the little notification bell, and drop a like on the video. Guys, now we're going to jump straight into this review. This game has nice graphics, a decent soundtrack, and decent controls. Gameplay-wise, it is kind of your standard management puzzle type game. Basically, you're trying to build city blocks by correctly arranging buildings next to each other. Some buildings want to be next to other buildings, while other buildings do not want to be next to each other. So you have to decide and figure out what the best order for each building is. Now, along the way, you do get to upgrade them so your neighborhood can prosper. And you do have to be careful about where you're putting them because you only have so much money in each level. There is more to this game, obviously, as you could talk to each building and learn what it wants and learn what it needs. But guys, that is the game in a nutshell. It's basically just a management simulation / resource management / puzzle game. It's a very simple concept, very cute concept. But guys, we do have some cons that come with this game. The first con is that the tutorial could use an overhaul as the game doesn't do a great job of explaining everything that's going on. I was a little bit lost when I first started to play this game. I didn't understand it. I had to actually restart a couple times in order to get my building situated correctly and figure out exactly what it meant by things. I ran out of gold and I just couldn't proceed anymore, so I had to restart. So it could use a better tutorial system. The second con is that it is a little bit short. If you just play through the main objectives in each level, you can finish this game in under 5 to 6 hours easily. So it's not a hugely long game. My final con is that there is no sandbox or endless mode. I would have liked to have been able to keep this game going. You know, some people like that where they could just, you know, keep endlessly adding on to neighborhoods, blah, 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 blah. And this game doesn't have it. Bummer. So guys, now what's up to talk about is what I'm going to give this game on today's Mumbles review. Guys, Buildings Have Feelings Too is a cute little game. It is more of a puzzle game, I would consider, than it is an actual management game, as it's more about figuring out where each building goes. Guys, on today's episode of Mumbles, I am giving Buildings Have Feelings Too a 5 out of 10 on our Mumbles review. Guys, I just felt like this game could have done so much more with it. They did things somewhat, but they didn't explain exactly how things work, which kind of detracted from the gameplay experience for me. Took me a while to figure it out, multiple restarts, and I don't like when games have to do that. At least give me a reset button. That's all I'm asking for. When I go into a new neighborhood, if I screw up that bad, at least give me a reset button so I don't have to restart the entire file and have to re-go through the tutorial that taught me nothing. So that's why on today's episode of Mumbles, I am giving this game a 5 out of 10. There's a lot of potential here. It's a cute little game, but guys, I just cannot give it any more than a 5 out of 10. So anyways, guys, this has been another episode of Mumbles. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me. Please smack that subscribe button, smack the like button, smack all those buttons. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye-bye, everyone. Take care.